Hello there, I'm Shawn, and in this video, I'm going to be making some Easter eggs. I've got white chocolate, I've got milk chocolate, I've got dark chocolate, and I've also got some seasonings. Don't think they're seasonings in this context, but I've got some chopped almonds, I've got some chopped dry cranberry, and I'm going to be mixing those into the chocolate as well, just to add a little bit more texture and a little bit of flavour. So for my lighting setup today, I've got a few things going on. I've got a panel light at the back, which is just kind of giving a little glow to my background, just to give that a little bit more colour, because it was a little bit dull before. And then I've got a backlight kind of magnetically attached to the whiteboard that we have behind this little number here, which is a Nanlite Aputure 2 6C. I'm basically using that as the backlight just because it's a flexible light, very small, doesn't look out of place if you do catch it in the background of your shot or anything. Really good light, loads of different light effects options. It's bi-color as well, so very good light just for kind of throwing in and getting a little bit more out of your shot. But the main key light, which is also acting as a fill, seeing as it's so huge, is the Aputure c300d 2. And I also got the light dome for it as well, so it's a very big light. Luckily I've got a big enough kitchen where I can kind of house all of this equipment, but it's just giving a nice good spread of light across my entire setup here. Just makes everything look quite evenly lit. It is daylight as well, so it gives everything kind of like a polished, very clean and pristine look, which is very good for this genre of shooting. You know, we're shooting with food and everything, so very good for that. Portable as well. I know it's big, but it is portable because it has the V-Lock module attached to the side, which if you've got some V-Lock batteries with you, you can power it without having to tether it into a power supply through the wall or anything. You can get a bi-color version of this light, which of course will just make it so much more flexible depending on your lighting situations, whether you're shooting outdoors or shooting indoors like I am now. All of the house lighting is tungsten, so the daylight that this is kicking out kind of contrasts that, which I don't mind because I think the more color you got going on set, the better. But say you want everything just to match and all those tones to line up nicely, then having that bi-color so you can kind of switch this over to more of a tungsten setting, I think would just be a lot more workable for some people. But anyway, let's see how we get on with making some Easter eggs. So I hope that these are actually like solidified and actual like whole eggs now. I mean, they were two separate halves and not evenly layered, so they were a little bit lumpy on the edges, but I did apply some melted chocolate to those edges before I, sealed them together, as you can see here. So I'm hoping, after having 45 minutes in the fridge to cool off, I'm hoping that it's cooled off in a way whereby now this is a whole egg. I don't really know how to get these apart. Well, I've got one half of the mould off. Oh my God, it's an egg. It's an actual egg. I got an egg, I made an egg. I can't believe it. It's a whole egg. Oh God, I'm gonna put it back in the fridge. I'm putting it back in the fridge. I just put them back in the fridge because they kind of melted in my hands a little bit, so just want to let them solidify a little bit more. There are quite a few gaps in the process of me making these throughout the course of this video. That's because I approximately spent about 6 hours doing this. That's mainly down to being a one-man band on this thing. I was both doing the egg making and the filming. And when you're coordinating lights and camera and trying to make nice shots whilst not actually being on camera, that's quite difficult. You play around with the focus a lot more than you would normally, plus like finding shots quickly is also a chore in itself. So I had a little bit of help towards the end. A big thank you to sticking with me through this video, guys, and a happy Easter to you all. If you're interested in any more of the content that we make here at Wex Photo Video, then be sure to follow, like, subscribe, wherever it is that you may be watching this video from. And if you're interested in any of the products that I use to make this video, including the Aputure C300d, then there are links in the description to our store page with all the information that you could need. But of course, if you want to know just a little bit more, then you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can with all the information that you can need. But as always, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Happy Easter.